Good afternoon, friends. This is Babu, your speaker for today. I'm going to explain about ERW motor today, right? And to explain about ERW, I have chosen one of the companies, the best company in the world, which is making these devices and producing ERW motor. So let's start with my presentation here. So I will not go into the subject directly because I want to connect with the people for their needs. I'm not connecting with the people only with passion. So need and passion both are the things which are going to be addressed in this. So let's start. So I've titled it as Walk the Talk, the Water, because I'm going to talk about water, and everything what I'm talking here is something which I've experienced in my personal life. I'm using this device since a year now, and I've seen tremendous changes not only in me but also with my family members and my friends. Because once you see the benefits, you can celebrate like anything with all the friends, don't you? So I have celebrated my success with all my friends. I have celebrated my health with my friends, and they have used this machine. They are celebrating along with me. They are happy and they are promoting it more than me, though I was introduced to them. So you can understand how healthy this device is. So let's start. So now these are the three things. These three things are the things which are driving everyone's life now. Don't you agree? Success. Everyone has a goal because they have to reach their goal. They run after it. Once they achieve it, they call it as a success. To achieve success, you have to stress yourself. Yes, I know you need to stretch a bit. But when you are stretching a bit, it's okay because you are growing. But if you are going beyond just stretching, then that is defined as overstress. And once you are overstressed, that is a burden to you. And people are overstressed nowadays. They are sleeping with work at night. They wake up with the work things in mind every morning. Do you think that's right? And due to that, they're losing their health. Definitely. Insomnia. Every morning when they wake up, they're waking up with a headache. Similarly, migraines. These are very common symptoms in everyone's life. But you need to keep one more thing in mind. If this happens for over a period of time, they become a chronic disorders. And nowadays, diabetes, thyroid and BP have been ruling the people. Don't you think so? There are more medicines in your house than pharmaceuticals. You go and ask a pharmaceutical you want something, they'll tell you, give your number, we'll call you once the medicine arrives. Do you agree with me? Yeah. So what I want to say is, everyone is running after success, they are getting overstressed and they are deteriorating their health. This is how a person should be, and this is how they are now. Not at the age of 60, but at the age of 35 to 40. Yeah. Thank you. So, before we go into the next slide, let me thank everyone who is watching this video, because what you're watching from now is something useful for your next day, next life. I'm saying next life because your life after this demonstration should change. If it is not changing, that means you are not ready to transform. And I bet everyone watching this video will transform their life. I'm going to give health benefits. I'm not talking about only device, but I'm giving you some tips which you can use on a daily basis. You ready? Okay, so I'm talking about these 4 people here. Not only 4, but the whole tribe. It's called Hansa tribe. They live in Hansa Valley. They have tremendous health. They are very, very happy people, very jolly, joyous. What do you think our average lifespan is? Thank you. Yeah, it's only 60 nowadays. Do you know? Indian statistics is also saying 69 years is the average lifespan of an Indian person. A human being living in Indian scenario can live up to 69 years on an average. If you take the range, that can be something around 55 to 75, maybe 80. And that 80 years also, it's because of the technology and science what we have now. It's not because they are healthy. It's only because the medicines, the technology they are adhering when they are living their lives after 30s. What do you think? I'm not talking about this technology, the laptops or mobiles, gadgets. I'm talking about the artificial human hormones they are using. Do you agree? Yes, that advanced science we have now. But are we using that advancement in knowing things about how to improve our immune system? That's what I'm going to target about. These people here, they're living more than 120 years now. Yes, 120 years. Their average lifespan is 120 years now. They are living in North Pakistan, just backside of our Himalayas. And the range is approximately till 160 years. Yes, the people are living more than 120 years, and the highest lifespan recorded is 160. Can you believe that? You might be laughing, I know. I was laughing too, but when I researched, when I took out all the papers, because I am an assistant professor and I've retired as associate professor in a mechanical department, and we have access to Science Direct papers, and I read the articles about it, and each article, whatever they publish, the impact factor is more than good enough to say whatever they're talking is been researched for more than 2 years. They have scientific proof about it. They also give enough evidence to prove the same thing again. Yeah, in India, we might just give a statement and we can change the statement tomorrow. But these papers, they can't. They have to stand with the statements they give. If not, you can sue them. And they are ready to stand on their statement because they have proved it and they're ready to prove it again. From there, I've got the information. And these people are living at this environment. And you might say they are living in pollution-free zone. Yes, they are living in pollution-free zone. That is only one factor. But there are important factors which are contributing to their lifespan. That is, they move every day. Yeah, you're laughing now again. I know you're not moving every day. Yes, you're moving for your work, but are you moving intentionally to gain health? These people are. They walk for their work. They work joyously. You're not working joyously. You're working for money. I'm sorry. Yes, you are. I work for money. I did work for money. But now I don't work for money. I work to help people. I work to serve society. And the concept what I'm telling you is also something which you can also do the same. Right? So, I've mentioned his name here, Dr. Henry Podda. He's a Nobel Prize winner. He's a pioneer in hydraulics. He has said the water they're drinking in Hansa Valley has the properties. It has that unique properties which is giving them that lifespan. The properties what they are taking in the water is the same properties what I'm going to talk about in our device also. Sorry for the trembling. But look at this. This is a statement given by Dr. Henry Podda, and you can find this in Google as well, and you can find lots of articles on this. If you closely look into, there are lots of newspapers which are also published about Hansa tribe people and why they are living that good lifespan. You can see 6 decades of research has been concluded by Henry, that is 60 years, saying drinking water had a unique structure and composition that was responsible for remarkable longevity of these people. And I am going to talk about these properties very soon. Look at this picture, my friends. Yeah. You're feeling so nostalgic, don't you? Because you might have seen this picture while you were studying biology at the age of 7 or 8. I mean, at the grades of 7 or 8, at the standards, your schooling. Yeah, 7th, 8th, 9th. That's when we were introduced to cells, we were introduced to biology and microorganisms, blah, 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 blah. Right? So atoms, molecules, and then cells, tissues, you know this. I don't want to blabber on that. But you need to keep one thing in mind. If you can keep this cell healthy, if you can keep this tissue healthy, the whole organism can be healthy, and you are an organism. you can be healthy if you can keep your cells and tissues healthy. Right? And I'm not saying this, Dr. Linus Pauling is saying this. He also mentioned the average cell count in a human body is 37.2 trillion cells, and it can differ according to their sizes. If they are little stout, then there will be little more. If they are short and little thin, then it will be less. You know that. And he has mentioned, if a human being receives these three things in sufficient quality, we can live a healthy, diseases-free life till 120 years. Yeah, our Vedas are saying we can live up to 120 years in Kali Yuga. Yes, but how many people are living 120 years now? Yeah, not many. If you are able to live 120 years, that means you are living a healthy life. And it is possible now. But one thing you need to keep in mind, my friend, that is, doesn't matter how many years you are living, but till your last breath, you should not be dependent on other people. People can depend on you. You need to serve others, but it should not happen. God forbid, you are sleeping on a bed, people are helping you, people are serving you, people are cleaning you. Can't imagine that. Yeah? Never ever attract that kind of a life. It's a misery. I helped my grandfather for more than 15 years. He was paralyzed. Right hand and right leg both were not efficient. We used to clean them. Every time he has passed a stool, I used to clean it. Clean the whole room and then give him a bath, shower. He was so much in pain. And at his last breath in his hands, I felt that pain too. And I never ever want this to happen to anyone of human beings. You need to live till your last breath, helping others, serving society, moving. And this will help you. Definitely this will help you. And these three things, as he has mentioned, it is healthy food, healthy air and healthy water. Do you think you are eating healthy food nowadays? Do you think you are breathing healthy air? Do you think you are drinking healthy water? Question yourself. If your answer is yes, then this is an awareness program to you. If your answer is no, this is a program where you need to take a step and transform yourself. You ready with me? Look at the healthy air. We have transformed our best healthy air into the dirtiest, polluted, contaminated air nowadays. Can you see this? How dirty it is? It's Delhi. Delhi is number 1 in air pollution. And do you know which one is second in India? It's Hyderabad. The second capital which is polluted is Hyderabad. And the third is Mumbai. You can see that research, you can do the research in Google. And if I'm wrong, please, sorry for that. But definitely, we are no less than Delhi. Yeah? You can see this is something which I got it from Google. The current scenario in Delhi is 154. That's the number what they give for air pollution. And the maximum threshold is also 154. They have already crossed it. Right? And now coming to healthy food. You go to supermarket, you go to a normal general market to buy some fruits and vegetables. This is how they look. Yes, they look so good, attractive. You just want to buy it. But one thing is for sure, all of them are actually artificially colored. Look at them. They are chemicals. They are filled with chemicals. They are filled with pesticides. And you are eating this pesticides, my friends. Every fruit or a vegetable nowadays, though it is organic or inorganic, can you guarantee them to be fresh after 24 hours? No, in a natural process, usually once you pluck a fruit or a vegetable in the morning, by evening they should actually lose their freshness. They can't be fresh. They are so fresh nowadays for 3 days, 15 days. Do you know what's happening? Think about it. Once you are using preservatives, they're able to stay longer. And you're taking that preservatives. That's the reason people are obese. So I can conclude the food you're eating is also not healthy. Now let's go to healthy water. I'm not saying you're drinking this kind of water, but this is the water which is in your ground. Can you say no? And you're not able to drink this kind of a water, so the reason you do filtration. RO systems. There's so many RO systems, different brands and different models. All of them, are they healthy? Question mark. This is the scenario after industrialization. After every revolution, there is a transformation. If it is for good, well and nice. But this was not for good. Though it was intended to improve the comfort and luxury of a people, but it has made adverse effect on the environment. And it implied the danger to our human race. Yes. Look at this. Industrial waste. Industrial waste. Industrial waste. And you can also see there is a negligence here. Why are these people throwing their garbage in the rivers? Social responsibility. Look at this. People are suffering. You might be getting a pure drinking water to your home, but look at these people. This is their drinking water, and they have to carry 2 kilometers away to their home. And that's what you see. At least make some changes now. Do you remember these pictures, my friend? Can you show these pictures to next generation? I'm sorry, I'll repeat my question. Can you show them in live to your kids? Can you show them live to your grandkids? I bet you can't. Not even in the villages. Because every village is a smart village now. Yes? Look at this. This is the flowing waters, maybe from the rivers or canals, and people used to drink from there. Yeah? And then wells. So clean and sweet. Bore water. This is the bore water hand pump, and this one is the municipal water. There was only one tap, and the whole street used to take their containers and take the water to their home. But now, everyone has a tap at home, but they're not drinking water from the tap. You know the reasons. There might be dilution, right? Contaminations, leakages. There were cases where this drinking water was contaminated with drainage water too. I don't want to go into that. But look at this. Every house is having this now. I'm sorry, most of the houses. All this is called RO system. People who can afford having an RO system and also have time every quarterly to make a service person come and do the servicing, they are taking this. And people who don't want to have that hassle, they are buying cans, bubble cans, or drinking mineral waters, that's what they call. And some people are buying the water bottles. Are they familiar? I know they are. See, we are drinking all this now. But I have had an experience to drink water from all of them. I'm sure you might also have. And my point here is not drinking from these waters, but drinking the healthy waters. Healthy air, I can't do much about it. You can't do much about it. We can't actually clean the whole air in the world, maybe in the Hyderabad. What about food? I'm not cultivating. I'm not the farmer. Are you a farmer? If you are, then good. But can you cultivate everything in your farm? We have to depend on the society for it. We might not able to do much on it, but there is one thing which you can do on it. That is water, my friends. And my solution to drinking water is healthy water. Yeah? healthy water again. Right. Before I go into further discussion, there is a video which I'm going to show you next. It's from a national TV, which is watched by people across the world. People who know Hindi can understand this. Please pay attention to this video.
पैकेज ड्रिंकिंग वाटर पीने के शौकीनों के लिए आज हमारे पास एक शॉकिंग खबर है। बाजार में मिलने वाला बोतल पानी आपकी सेहत को भारी नुकसान पहुंचा सकता है और अगर आप लंबे समय तक बोतल बंद पानी पिएंगे तो आपको कैंसर भी हो सकता है। हम आपको डरा नहीं रहे, सिर्फ सच बता रहे हैं और वो सच जो एक रिसर्च में साबित हुआ है। और ये रिसर्च किया है देश के प्रतिष्ठित पापा एटॉमिक रिसर्च इंस्टीट्यूट।
So Baba Atomic Research Institute, very reputed #1 institute in India. They have come up with evidence packaged drinking water is not good for health and it can cause cancer also. And look at this, WHO is also claiming disease and early death is more likely to be seen when you are drinking distilled water and reverse osmosis water for a longer period of time. You may not see change immediately, but over a period of time, that can be 6 months, 2 years or 10 years, there is very much difference in your health, definitely. See, you might be hearing about osteoporosis. That is a lack of calcium and lack of minerals in body. Bone density is decreasing nowadays. That's because of RO waters. And why am I talking so much about the water? One thing, I have a solution which is related to water. And the very prime important reason is your body is more than 60% water, my friends. When you are born as a kid, you are 75% water. And then as you grow up as an adult, it is 65. And at the elderly age, above 60, it is approximately 55 to 60% of water. And this 60% of water that doesn't stay as water is in your organs. Look at this. Brain 75% water, blood 83, limbs 94, heart 79, lungs, you can see the other organs here. And these organs, their functions are dependent on that healthy water. If you can give that right healthy water to your body, their functions are also very smooth. The efficiency of them is also very high. Look at this. Every function to happen rightly in your body, it is healthy water. Do you know, if you want to memorize some things, that also depends on healthy water. For you to make right decisions, you need to have right percentage of healthy water in your brain. Bones, the cushions, as the springs and shock absorbers in the vehicles, you also have shock absorbers in your body, and that is water. That cushioning effect is given by water again. Water is very, very important. You know that, I am aware of it. But one thing is for sure, if you want to keep yourselves healthy and protected, water is very important. And right water is very, very important. Let's go into further discussion. These are the 5 places. Why am I showing these 5 places is, I need to show you or tell you a little fact here. Approximately at the start of 1900s, both Japan and Russians, they started working and finding out solution for cancers. They did lots of research on cancer patients, and also they have mentioned when our body is 75% water, can we do something using water? And they have searched for right waters, healthy waters, and they found these are the 5 places where waters are very healthy. They are giving a good effect to our body, which is improving immune system, in line improving the health of the human These 5 places, you might know, Ganga waters, Himalayan India, Zamzam waters, Makkah, then Wonder waters at Germany, you have France, holy waters, Lagado, Mexico. These 5 places, when people are drinking these waters, this is what we heard from the people. We have lots of testimonies saying, when you drink these waters, they have been healed. Yeah. Over the period of 2 or 3 months, when the person are continuously drinking this water, they are healing. Their immune system is improved, and whatever disorders they had, they were totally gone, disappeared. And they call it as miracle. And so the reason they call it the water miracle. Yes, and there is a science behind it. And I am going to reveal that science. You ready for it? Do you remember the Hansa Valley people? The properties they have in their waters are the same properties what they have in these 5 places. They are antioxidation, alkaline and microclustering. These 3 properties are enough for you to improve your health by improving your immune system. I am not claiming it. The world is claiming it. The scientists have proved it. We have evidence to show once you are drinking this kind of a water, your immune system is improved, in turn your health is improved. Let me talk about these 3 properties and then you will understand why I am stressing so much about all these 3 things. Are you ready? Right. Look at this, my friend. Before we go into further discussion about the properties, I want you to understand we have a solution. You don't have to go to Himalayas to drink Ganga water. You don't have to go to France or Germany. You can drink this water in your home. Yes, the solution is the device I am talking about. This device has such a healthy water which can improve your health by giving these 3 properties. And do you know the principle? How can we make these 3 water? I mean, the water with these 3 properties? I am going to reveal it. Yes. When there is a rainy season, you might have seen thunderstorms and lightning. When the same lightning is falling on a car or a tree, you know what happens, right? The same lightning, when it falls on the water, it changes its properties. And it is giving these 3 properties, my friends: antioxidation, microclustering and high alkalinity. And these 3 properties stay in the water till the power of this lightning is in the water. That's nothing, very simple. When the high currents are passed in the water, ionization takes place. Electrolysis. You might have studied this in chemistry. It could be in 10th or 10 plus 2. I am trying to recall it. I think 10 plus 2. We have seen lots of ions, cathode, anode, all this. Do you remember? Try to recall. So nice experience, isn't it? Yes, I had a nice experience in my 10 plus 2. You might also. We'll go into further discussion. Let me talk about the health disorders. Yeah, you're right. I'm talking about health disorders. People usually get health disorders because of these 3 properties or these 3 reasons. That is, oxidation stress increased, acidic stress increased, or hypoxia.